Thanks for staying with us. So, the House of Representatives Committee on Health raised concerns over the decline in the country's health manpower. The committee disclosed that due to the relocation of doctors and nurses from the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Luth, to various parts of the world, 5 wards comprising 150 beds have been shut down. Now, later on the show, we're going to have a guest to join the conversation, but we need to even speak to ourselves and understand this issue of japa, especially for the health workers. Now, everybody is leaving the country. Many people are leaving the country. But when health workers begin to leave in droves, it's a cause for concern and a cause for immediate intervention. We'll be speaking with somebody later on, but let's hear what Nigerians like to say about this. You can call us on 081-076-41679, 090-241-63440. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. Health workers, that's a major one. 5 wards have been closed down in Luth. And I took the story, I think, 2 days ago, maybe yesterday. Also, I think it's in Abeokuta, the teaching hospital, federal government hospital in Abeokuta, in somewhere, there were 3 states particularly, that many doctors had left. And they're having serious trouble keeping up with the amount of patients coming in daily, especially in the emergency wards.
So the medical workers are hot cake in any serious country. Like, any serious country knows that you need medical workers because you want to grow an economy. You need people that are productive. And your productive ability relies on how healthy you are. So any serious country will prioritize health workers. That's why countries like the UK, countries like Saudi, I know that Nima has reservations against how they treat a few Nigerian workers, even Qatar, even UAE, they take in health workers so that at no point will they go to the hospital and they won't have enough people to meet the needs. And they are taking from those that don't appreciate. Value would always go from where it's not appreciated to where it's appreciated. Fact. Statistically, they said that Nigeria has one doctor to 8,000. And WHO is expecting that we should have 1 doctor to 600. And some researchers said it will take Nigeria 20 years to reproduce enough doctors to meet up the gap that already exists. That is if more people don't go. So we have a crisis, and I do not see a corresponding response from our government officials to the crisis that we have. It seems like they are looking because they have opportunity to travel out for their healthcare needs, but many Nigerians don't have opportunity to travel out. We have to resort to 1 doctor taking care of 8,000 per population. It can't work.
This is a hydra-headed issue. So we have our own attitude towards our health workers and workers generally and the condition of the country. But we also have countries who have decided to suck them in whether or not the promises are true. And UK is one major culprit. I can forgive Canada because we've never heard how the situation is bad there. But UK is about their economy, not about anybody's welfare or well-being. The money you earn is the same, the conditions are the same, if not even worse. And they give the impression like everything there is paradise. You have reached Al-Jannah if you just cross and go there. So Nigerians are going in droves in a crazy rush only to get there, and they don't see the reality. They work as hard, they only earn, and the life there is still the same. We created this thing, and it's taking our youth, taking the strongest of our workforce, is taking them. In tech, everybody have gone. The banks had this wahala throughout last year when we were doing the cash wahala. The entire tech side of banking failed. We opened our eyes like this and saw that we're not even ready.
Can't do transaction.
Failed transactions, it will take you days to clear it. You post money, it will take 4 or 5 days to be sent. Banks were having it. Hospitals are having it. Our lecturers have all left our institutions. We took that story last week. Lecturers, shortage of lecturers in higher institutions. The one that breaks my heart the most is this hospital that is, when you say it's at the core of medicine in Nigeria. Luth is a teaching hospital. It's the highest referral hospital everywhere. Everybody is referred to Luth. And then you get there, you have 150 beds shut down, 5 wards shut down. How exactly are we moving forward if we count the statistics? The problem is we hear it, then we fail to plan with it. what I expect government to do is take this information and plan with it. Whatever it takes to keep our doctors, we'll do it. And we should employ as much more doctors and nurses. I know nurses that are standing, hoping to get into Luth employment from private hospitals, and they've not been able to move.
And some of which is to automate. As one person leaves, the person is replaced without having to go through the entire process. We need to do that on the federal level.
Even now that we read in the papers that even the UK is making it difficult now for people to come with their families. You know, most people have japa are going there for work, and they're going with their dependents. So the UK governments are, maybe I would say, they're doing their own part in trying to reduce the number of influx of the people migrating their country. And also, Nigerians abroad too. I've always had an argument that you can't stop anybody from leaving this country. That is their constitutional, it's their right, their free will to go anywhere. However, we must do more to attract them back home. There are lots of Nigerians living abroad who will be working there. They will do anything to come back home. They also want to live the Nigerian dream. But the truth is that they don't have that conducive environment. So I think the effort shouldn't be, don't go. The effort is you can go, but those who have gone there for like 30 years, 25 years, let us provide an enabling environment for them to come back and even set up and even work here.
No dream. Wait. It's
a Nigerian dream. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you the dream. Then they tell me there's no dream. The dream is I have worked in the US for 25 years. I've been treating foreigners, and I believe I want to go back to my country to help my own people. So that's the dream. That's the Nigerian dream. I want to go back home.
They want to come.
Yes.
A lot. On Saturday, I was at an event. I told you about the doctor. And doctors, even in fact, the VC of Unilag was seated. All of those people in the medical sector were there. I saw how passionate Nigerians are. If Nigeria works, Nigerians will come home.
Absolutely.
But you see the mirage abroad, that abroad is better, abroad works, no matter what. Our young doctors are graduating to go abroad. They have not worked here. They don't have any experience here, but they don't want to remain here. I don't want to give birth here. I don't want to raise my kids here. I just want to go abroad. The option of abroad is heaven. No matter what you tell a Nigerian youth now, option of going abroad is the best thing. YK that has traveled every day, she comes back, she's seated here. But a young Nigerian is in school, and they're right now
and they will
spend the first 10 years of their working experience earning to pay for applications to go abroad, to do visas, to do their passports. They will spend the first 10 years, no matter what you say to them, that can you focus on developing yourself? And say, don't worry, I will develop when I reach there. They're on their way out.
I met a young guy last week, a radiographer. Young, so I was talking to him. I started to engage him, because I was there. He was doing scans. And I said, I said, do you want to japa? He's a fan of the show, by the way. I can't remember his name, but if he's watching, hi. He says, he's going, I said, because I've taken it upon myself to start asking young people, do you intend to stay?
Yeah.
He says he's going. He's an SS. He cannot get good treatment here. He's lost the use of one arm, and he needs to go abroad to go and get it treated.
Yeah.
So that is one. Medicare, fear. Now, the younger people, I was looking at my phone the other day. This young girl, she's a fantastic singer. I saw she has changed her phone number. So I said, let me just save it and see whether it's a 44 number.
Or...
I said, good evening. Have you moved to the UK? My auntie, yes, I have. I've been here for a year now. I said, wow. I'm in London, money. You don't japa. She said, it has to be done. I said, chai.
Let me take this.
The elderly here, because what is happening is now because Nigeria is concentrated on youth. Very soon, now only we old people go remain, because all the young people interview every single one of them.
On their way out.
They are going, whether you are a doctor, you are a nurse, you are a
videographer,
anything.
Graphic designer.
Yeah. Okay, let me take this call from Cash. She's calling from the UK. Good morning, Cash. You're live.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. Go ahead, please.
And all others. Good morning to you all.
Morning, sir.
Good. You are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you, sir.
Very kind of you. You know, this program is very, very important. And I happen to be a nurse in UK. And I came in Nigeria. Are you getting me? The point is that everything is about the government. You know, our hospital is very shambles. No condition of service. And even if you go to hospital, I went to hospital. I mean, when I went home, I had to visit hospital. You can't imagine, I went to general hospital in Ijai, Abeokuta. In fact, I was shaking my head. Do you see the people, they were trained now, the way everything, you see the building, you see the condition of service. Even, you don't like to go to, public hospital in Nigeria. Please, it is government, please. And we have quality personnel in Nigeria. In Nigeria, we are well trained. Let me tell you, in year 2008, I got award, best staff of the year. And they gave me money, they sponsored me to my family, they asked me to choose anywhere in the country. And I had to take my family, both of us, to Nigeria to see how we love Nigeria. People are saying, you are very stupid. Why Nigeria? Why can't you go to the US? Why can't you go to I love Nigeria? But, you know, the situation of Nigeria, based on this, it is government, please. Government they don't have any sympathy for health issues, or they don't care about the individual health. Please. That's what Doctor said. They like to go abroad. And this abroad, let me tell you, most of them don't get much in abroad, and they spend a lot. I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you very much, Cash, for that. You know,
Is Cash calling from the UK?
yes, he's calling from the UK.
Yes.
You know, sometimes I just wonder that I have something in my mind. I'm trying to articulate it properly, because I feel that the reason why we're having this health issue is because many of the middle class also have gotten to that range where they can travel abroad for their medical needs. Yes, we have the politicians doing that, and we also have those who have the means going abroad for that. So we are not focusing, because government can't do everything. People must also be intentional about saying, you know what, we are going to invest in the medical sector. I said something a few months back when the government had tried to get back our visa ban from the UAE, from Dubai, UAE. And many people were celebrating it all over social media. It was as if it was the biggest news in Nigeria. Oh my God, they've removed the ban, And then I was just driving down, and I was just seeing the regular Nigerian folks. The woman selling bully, the woman selling plastic to me, the woman that buy fruits. She doesn't care if Dubai, they give you access or not. It's none of our business. Those who are celebrating are those of us on social media. We are the ones that it's affecting. Because how it affects, how going to Dubai affects, it doesn't affect our economy, because we are carrying our dollar, we're exporting our dollar. So for those of us that truly, really love Nigeria, it's not about, oh, I can go to Dubai, because that's part of the problem. We are carrying our hard-earned dollar to export. It's the same issue here. If this thing affects middle class, if this issue, this hospital matter affects us, you and I, trust me. But many of us will come back to the rallying point and say, what can we do to support government? It's because, for me, I always feel like it's easiest thing to do is all to sit back and just combine government, so they did not do this, they chopped all our money. That's the easiest thing for us to do. But if we take it seriously, also, I think we as a people, and even Nigerians abroad, can have some kind of investment. So what can we do to help build the health sector? Many of them want to do that, but they need that enabling environment, not only from government, but even us, the citizens, to be willing to partner with us.
Morayo.
So we have investors.
I want to talk, sorry, I have to answer Morayo very quickly. You see this, our health that you're talking about. My brother, his daughter had blunt disease, or has blunt disease. And my brother trusted in the medical system here. And he took her to a private hospital, paid a lot of money, and what they did was, all of them should be held up for what you call corrupt practices, or what
practice.
Negligence. They made her leg worse, 100 times worse. No apology, no nothing. So that is somebody who could have afforded to take his daughter abroad, but he chose to do it here. And they spoiled her leg. He now took her to another doctor in Ibadan, and that one says,
where you are now.
Don't even go there. No doctor will do this leg for you. Take her abroad. That is a professor in his 70s who had integrity.
And wasn't just talking of...
And he wasn't just talking and recommended another doctor for her. I will leave it there. So there are some people who
love Nigeria.
Who have risked their life. They have died here, God save. The politicians that we're talking about, during COVID, all of them died here because no traveling. So what integrity, number one, Nigerians have to have it. Our doctors have to have it. You civil middle class have to have it. Politicians have to, everybody has to have it.
Let me take this call. I'll come to you, Tope. Chief Agu from Port Harcourt, thanks for calling. You're live. Hello, sir. Okay, we lost that. Go ahead, Tope.
So you asked the question about middle class, and I know that when you talk about middle class, you try to want to take responsibility, and I think it's always good. I'm a coach. You have to. You can't solve a problem that you have not acknowledged. So it's important that we take responsibility for our own. If it is to be, it is up to me. All those good things that we hear and we know we should do. But the middle class in Nigeria is a minority. Like, it's such a minority, and it has a huge responsibility. They said, African Development Bank says a middle class, the upper band of middle class is someone who earns about 480,000 naira per month. That is, when I say minority, that's like 1% of our population. So, majority of Nigerians cannot japa. Majority of Nigerians cannot access healthcare abroad. Majority of Nigerians cannot have good education. Majority. And the decision on how the majority would be good is dependent on a minority that do not understand what majority of Nigerians feel. That is our biggest problem.
I heard one...
That minority is so small, and they don't understand how majority feel. Even I struggle to understand how some people around me feel because I don't see their reality. I force myself to say, okay, I want to understand what this person is going through. So until we are able to, until the minority, that small percentage you're talking about, middle class, can understand.
It's not middle class going
through. It's from the middle class and above, the wealthy.
And the politicians.
Because, Auntie Yeni,
you're in that middle class.
I cannot.
I am not.
That's it. You are middle class.
Listen.
So the person on the ground floor, rich
Morayo, let me explain.
But I cannot travel. I've never been abroad for healthcare.
Let me explain.
I cannot afford to go abroad for healthcare.
Let me even explain to you. Me, there's nothing I can do to change the situation where I am. The only thing I'm doing is sitting down here and talking.
You generate employment.
Let's even leave all that one. Right now, sitting down here and talking. I say I was watching a politician yesterday. His carelessness in his talk. And he took it. Carelessness, everything. He took it like, with pride.
They
and
cannot
nobody
understand.
is going to tell that guy off.
Actually, they will hail him. He's loyal.
What? When I hear the politicians talking like that, no hope.
So, okay,
he said, in fact, that 422 people that we took to Dubai, very small. It should be more.
I'm telling you. I watched
I looked like this, I said, the guy was still arguing with
another category. Why let me just say another category.
I put the guy down.
All right, let me let Nima jump in here, please.
So your niece's story is one of the costs of this japa that we are paying for. Back then, when the orthopedic hospital in Nigeria was open,
let me pause you. I'm so sorry. Chief Agu is back. Chief Agu, sorry to keep you. Are you there?
Yes, I know.
Sorry, go ahead, please. Go ahead,
Women are like that.
We are the cause of our problem.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You see, this japa thing is supposed to be a national program. Because if all the young ones leave, they want we, the old ones, to die? Do they want all the old people to die? Don't they know they have parents, have grandparents, they have siblings who cannot afford to travel with them? That place they are going to, though the government is not doing well, can't they come and make this place okay? Can't every person put hands together and make sure that we put this place all right? Because that's where they are going to. People there make the place all right. They make some sacrifices. Some of us have made some sacrifices, but it's not working for us. But let every person come and do the bit. It's the same people that we collect cards and vote for person, collect money and vote for something that's supposed to help. Is that people that you follow and just group and answer one group and start talking of somebody whom they don't know his whereabouts, what he is, that's going to be the president? It's not the same people that are going out. I want to say in the fact that these people that area can make their place okay. Why can't we come here and make our place? Why can't we talk to the politicians who are brothers and sisters? Why can't we talk to the executive? Why can't we talk to the judiciary? So that the legislature, the judiciary, the executive can come together. Let us do something. It's not a question of analysis, calling for strike. They be someone. Guys, the hospitals are bad. People are going out from all professions, and we are dying. Why can't it come there? Let us have family meetings, let us have community, let us have a home meeting.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Go ahead, Nima.
So I was saying that the cost of the japa is what you experienced with your niece. We no longer have, when the orthopedic hospital in Bobi was opened, it was the one
people were flying
in the whole of West Africa where the best of experts were. Doctors were there. Resident doctors were referred there to be trained. But where are they today? We don't have them. They've all left. So you have a few without experience, without consultants to reach out to, without, professors to refer to carry out a procedure, even if it's in a private hospital, and you cannot do anything about it. They don't have the knowledge. Our people no longer understand what patriotism means. This country is where medicine is cheaper to study. We know that. So our young people are here. I sat at a medical event on Saturday. In fact, Professor Aziz Butali has several initiatives that he has done. He's a professor in Iowa there, but he has several initiatives that he has done here to make sure that, as a middle-class question, to make sure that healthcare is achievable for the lowest level of society. But what do you have? He had one, Help My Pikin, where pediatric issues were funded. Several others, and he will gather doctors and they will come and do the treatments. But you see, Nigerians, we will still want to live. We will tell ourselves that the breeze out there is better than the breeze here. Somebody did a video of leaking snow. Hey, in my life, I made it. I leaked snow. As in, do you understand what patriotism means? It is not that I am Nigerian outside and loving in alone. It is not that I am Nigerian outside and I'm making sure that everybody is eating amala. It is loving Nigeria so much that you would live to see Nigeria work.
You see, Nima, our doctors safe that are still here. All of them are filling form.
Majority, not
So how do we solve the problem, YK?
You're not lying, YK. We are only going to get worse.
When you go there, they are not interested really in you. Because they are thinking of the form that they are
their body, their soul,
it's
only
just body that
it's
just their body that is here. I say I took this my thumb. See this thumb. I couldn't bend it.
You complained.
The doctor said, just operate. I looked.
Operate.
Just want to operate on my finger. I just carried myself. I will manage my thumb till I die. And this is the thumb I'm managing now. Shebi is still bending. It's now bending. So the solution, Morayo, that you are asking for, first of all, 30, 40 years ago, when I was in my 20s, a lot of people were jackbuying. The government was military government, I believe, at that time. They had this advert. Andrew, no check out. So they used to do this jingle about checking out. So people were aware of the consequences of checking out. Now, nobody is aware.
I say National Orientation Agency is the most silent agency in this country right now. I don't know what
they have a new boss now, so hopefully
we have still not heard from him. Maybe we have a new immigration minister, and we have heard from him over and over and over till our ears are ringing.
Let me take this call.
Let us hear from you.
Osaz is calling from Isolo. Thanks for calling.
Everybody is doing Yahoo. National Orientation Agency is silent.
Morning. Go ahead, Osaz.
All right. Good morning. Okay, just quick one. The thing for me is this. I heard somebody talking about patriotism. It's difficult to be patriotic when your leaders are doing the kind of things that they're doing. Another thing is this. When you, I have friends in the UK and America. Imagine I have somebody that's in US here, earning 120,000 naira. And you tell that lot that if she goes to America, she will earn $80,000 per annum. And that's like the least. It would be unfair to tell that person to stay. If you have a child and the child is a doctor, and after spending 5 or 100, God knows how many years in the Nigerian university, and he comes out and they're offering him this horrible amount of money, and you tell that person all you need to do is just cross over to the US, Australia, and they will pay you and you live like gods. even with the taxes that they pay, they still do very well. I have friends, they are very, very rich. They are doctors, even nurses are very rich. And you are telling them to stay. It's not possible. Patriotism should back on the people that are leading us. You see all these their frivolities, and you think you want to stay here. To do what? It doesn't make any sense. Thank you very much.
So, you see this, what Osas just said. I carry this matter on my head. I announce it on my social media page every time. While in Singapore, I met a family that live in the UK, and they were arguing with me, and I said, I can relocate. Several options, several times. I chose not to, because I feel that there is a purpose to me being in Nigeria, and if I leave, who will make it better? The countries you are all going to, some people died. There was a French Revolution. People shed blood. People sacrificed, people protested, they stood in the snow, froze themselves just so that the country can become better. If you are willing to make sacrifice for your country, but you want to go and enjoy the benefits that some other people paid the sacrifice for, every man to his own. Yeah. There are less than 400 orthopedic doctors in Nigeria, according to a report written in 2017. We have a crisis, and many of them have gone. Also, our young children, this is for Morayo and all the other people in the media space, our young children are being molded. They are being shaped into loving America and the Western world. So my son is looking forward eagerly to having a white Christmas, and he would love to experience snow. And I had to redirect him to the fact that you cannot experience snow. You're not an American, you're a Nigerian. Our weather does not have snow. The only thing you can get here is rain, and we are entering Harmattan. So be ready to dance in the rain. I realize I'm pulling him away from dancing in the rain, and I'm letting him not enjoy the benefits of being in Nigeria. So I said, the next time it rains in Nigeria now, me and my boys would go outside within our compound and would dance in the rain. Let's have the kind of fun that is local to us here. It is a lot of work, but we'll do it in little ways that we can.
Let me take the call from Femi, calling from Magodo. Thanks for calling.
I appreciate your topic this morning.
Thank you.
I pray that the Lord will continue to give you the wisdom to enlighten us Nigerians more. But you all have one responsibility. As a team, as an investigative journalism, I would expect us to form a team, go down to Europe, see what actually is happening. How are people thriving? Are they really making it? Are they going through terrible times? Because for some
I can't hear you, Mr. Femi. It's really low. None of our viewers can hear.
For some of us, okay, I think we'll appreciate it. As a team there, if we can guarantee going down to Europe, do investigative journalism, find out what is really happening to our people there. When they jackpot here, we give them the basis from jackpotting from here. And if we give them the basis from here, what are they really doing? Thank God for the last great lady. These are people that went to Europe. They came back to put things right in Nigeria. What are the people going there to do? They suffer, they build everything. The last caller said, if the man is earning $60,000 or $80,000, I am sorry. A lot of them are passing through terrible times. And I'm sorry for him taking that perspective. Because you have people here who have sent all their children to Europe. And today they are suffering that neglect. They can't talk to them. They can't call them. Nobody to reach out to them.
All right.
Please.
Thank you very much, Femi. Let's take a few comments on social media. But go ahead, Waki.
Yeah, I wanted to say, the fact your children that want to see snow. You see, unfortunately, the way our society is wired, that is what we have been geared to admire. When you see Father Christmas, that's why the first time I saw Father Christmas, I cried because it was black. All the pictures I'd been seeing was a white face with whites. So when I saw a black face with whites, I was scared. So even the concept of Father Christmas with that white face, all the comics I read was snow, everything about Christmas was snow, chimney. So I would go with our own small flat. I would look, where's our chimney? I would ask my mom, because that was what the books we were reading. You know, we are not geared to loving here. We are geared, when I talk about your hair, it's part of the problem that I'm talking about. It's not that I hate your hair, you don't look fine. It's just that if we do not start to imbibe and live and love our society, our children will grow up wanting to live there. And they will want to live in the snow. All my brothers children, I've never seen snow before, I want to see snow. The day that one that had the leg problem went to see snow, She want to go back to Nigeria. I said, you see the snow? You see the snow?
Yeah, see the snow finish.
All my people that work for me, all of them want to go abroad
see,
and
there's
see
something,
snow.
there's some...
You see, they don't even know the reality.
Oh, okay, that's an opportunity.
I tell them, I say, if you want to know what snow is, go and sleep inside the fridge, inside the freezer. You will know what snow is. Start telling people that this is the life. This is the life that people, the cold that you are. So, if we start to
drum it in their
Own
ears.
our own.
yes, own our own, love our own. And
Loving
you see,
our own.
I will start again. You see that 1% of politicians and all government
I want to
people.
go there.
I must go there, because it's them. You will start from them.
That's why all
Because
of them
what do they do?
to go to Arab land.
They,
Okay, let me take this call. Good morning. Thanks for calling. You're live.
this call, you didn't let me finish this.
Dr. Dr. Maruf.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning,
Not
sir.
going to defend Japa.
Yeah, by the way, I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Yeah, you see, I just want to I want to hear my view on your view today. This issue of japa that you are talking about, actually, the cause is actually, they are multi-dimensional. Some of us are more patriotic than some of you down there. By the way, I'm a consultant cardiologist and I've been working in this country for more than 17 years. But you see, when you contribute everything that you have, but there are challenges. In Katsina, there are security challenges. There are so many, but we still say we are not going to tell you a lot of things. But you see, there are some little things that make you to be angry. For example, let me start an example. By the way, I'm looking for admission for a daughter of mine. That's called 276 rather. She wants to study medicine. We participated in post-UTSC, but she was number 14 on the list. You can't imagine that he didn't give this girl an admission.
Connection.
With all the contribution and everything, I'm a consultant, I work in the hospital. I participated in training medical students and everything. That's the way they will tell you where you come from. You are not from the catchment area, you are not from this. And you want us to see that those are the things. It's not our money that make people to leave at times. All these things make somebody to be annoyed. If I'm outside the country, I'm earning like 10 million naira. Can't I afford to send my daughter to a private university or abroad? These are the things. It's beyond. See, some of us are more patriotic. We've sacrificed all our life. Okay, we will stay, we will do, Nigeria will be better, this and that.
Thank you very much. Nima, comment?
Okay, we have Franklin Benjamin. He says, the issues are many and you ladies are hitting it on its head. However, the world has become so connected that japa cannot be a reason for poor medical health provision anywhere. With technology, consultation can be done across borders. And he says, that's because they do chop our money. No society is led by everybody. Every society is led by a few, the elite, the ruling class. What everyone owes is to obey the law. Those who don't are punished by the government. If they are not, government has failed. He also says, the Air Force chasing terrorists who ran into civilian areas, and instead of aborting mission and sending in group troops, they bombed. Tell the defense headquarters to get its act together and find out why these things are common. Recruit officers based on merit rather than IM. That's
the person did not get the information. So, that was not it wasn't a plane attack, it was a drone attack. It means that somebody in the office did a remote to drop a bomb somewhere. How could they, what's the information is looking like? Oh, maybe there was a physical engagement. There wasn't. Sometimes we need to get information right before we start commenting.
Sorry, make it with Chichi. Says, Auntie YK, you are reading the wrong books. You should have been reading about firewood. Thank God for black authors of today. 75% of my children's books are dolls, and dolls are black. They are all born in the UK.
I'm going to bring in our guests shortly, because today, the Japa story is very wide. And we can even do part 2, part 3, part 4, because today we wanted to focus on the medical sector, because we're going to bring in our guests shortly. But let me take a few comments here. It says, our constitution regarding dual citizenship should be reviewed, such that anyone holding or hoping to hold any political office should be barred from holding dual citizenship. Most of our current politicians possess dual citizenship and keep their children and relatives abroad. This is not only politicians. I don't know why they're always easy.
Wait.
Nigerians. Yes, Nima.
It's not the politicians alone.
Yes.
In fact, we should call our influencers their name.
Yes.
Our influencers made it a thing. Somebody went abroad, got the green card, they videoed it, and they started this rush.
Yeah.
This rush we are in now. Comedians, politicians, all of them, artists, all of them. They are the ones there. They are the influencers that are the ones carrying this rush, causing this rush that we're experiencing now. Biliki is saying there's nothing you tell anyone who's determined to leave that will make them stay. People sometimes need to go and see for themselves. It is worrisome that even our education system is flawed. The books that we approve, the movies that we watch, the TV stations that we see, make it seem like abroad or not in their language, their food, their clothing,
Nima,
their hair, their look.
When it comes to educational system, many of the Nigerians, if we look at, unfortunately, I don't have the exact data, but based on conversations I've had, many of the Nigerians we celebrate abroad did their first degree here.
Yes, so
our education is bad. It's bad. It's horrible. It's outdated. Curriculum is bad. It is the first. Many of them, when they go there, they study and then pass their exams. But their first degree is usually here. How many Nigerians born and raised in America? I mean, there are a few of them. There are a few exceptions here who are really doing amazing work. What I'm saying that many Nigerians, especially those. The great ones, the ones that we are celebrating, started their first degree here. So sometimes it's not only about when you relocate. Sometimes it's about the foundation. It's about training. Sometimes it's about your exposure and your choice, the choices we make concerning the kind of exposures we have.
Because when I blame government, you people always come at me. Oh, no, I don't want to blame government. All I want to say is that politicians...
Yeah, it's policies would drive change.
They don't... Because there is this video that's going viral about this young guy that was going to buy a youth this thing, and he was saying, he took a picture of himself, video of himself in the plane, saying,
I'm not coming back.
Levels don't change. Can you go? No, he was going for this cop. I mean, this was doing video and
climate, whatever.
I have to go on a break. Let me bring in our guest because he needs to come and give us some insights on what we can do to turn this around. Stay with us, we'll be right back.